Hey everybody, welcome to Plaid Craft TV. I'm Steve Piacenza.
And I'm Cathie Filian, and today we're taking family photos and turning them into pendants. To make the photo pendants, we're using a plain wooden nickel base. That's just a wood round disc, and we're altering it with Mod Podge and Dimensional Magic. The Dimensional Magic is going to give it that glassy finish. We've bordered the whole thing with rhinestones, and we've used chain, and vintage seam binding to tie the whole thing together to create a necklace.
So the first thing that we do to make our pendant is we got ourselves the wood nickel, and we're just going to paint it pure black, folk art pure black. Very simple. All the way around, both sides, front, back, and all sides. Now this, of course, is where you're going to get your fingers all full of black paint.
That's why you're doing this
That's
part.
why I'm doing this part, of course. So, just going to load it up here. Get it all on the sides. Paint it up. Just like so, just like that. Let that sit aside for, oh gosh, 10 minutes, let it dry. I've got one dried right here. And then what I want to do is I'm going to add some silver all the way around the side, just to give it a little bit of dimension, give it a little bit of an antique look. And I'm using gunmetal silver on the edges here. And I'm just brushing it like so. Adding my silver. Nice little border for our pendant.
Almost looks like it's a sterling pendant that way.
There we go. Let that dry. That's our first step. Very simple. Moving on.
The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our photograph and we're going to Mod Podge it to the disc. I've got a disc here that's completely dried, and my photograph, this is a family photograph that I've shrunk down and laser copied at a local copy shop. And I'm going to use a circle punch. You could certainly hand cut this out, but I just adore these circle punches. They're so quick and easy. You can see how you can line it up, punch exactly where you want it, and there you go, you get a perfect circle. So what I'm going to do is add some Mod Podge. I'm using the gloss formula to the top of the wooden nickel, and then I'm going to just place the photograph right on top, add a little bit more of our Mod Podge to the top of that. That's going to act as a little bit of a sealer. Of course, the Dimensional Magic will really seal this in. Smear that around with my finger. There we go. Now the next thing I want to do is add this rhinestone border around the pendant. This is going to just be for decoration only. If you didn't want to do that, you wouldn't need to. The Dimensional Magic won't run off the ends. This is just to add an extra little bling. Now I'm going to glue it down using Mod Podge. So you'll just add kind of a thick coat of the Mod Podge. You don't need to worry if you use a lot because it's going to dry perfectly clear. Just add it around the edge, and you'll just place your rhinestones. I've got a whole mix of sizes and shapes, all sticking in the silver and clear color family. And you'll just glue those right around the edge. Another one down. And you'll continue doing that until the entire outer edge is filled in, and it will look like this once it's completely dry and ready for Dimensional Magic. The magic part of this project.
That's right. It looks really pretty the way it is, but you know, we're going to add it some Dimensional Magic and make it really pop. So this is Dimensional Magic. We want to just shake it up just ever so gently, like so. And then we're just going to fill in the center. And just squeeze the bottle and just apply all the way around. And it fills right on in. The great thing about this stuff is it doesn't go over the edges. It's really, I think that's why they call it magic.
Yeah.
And just fill it in. Just like so. Let this dry, and it's going to give it a nice hard shell, kind of
almost like glass.
Glass. It's transparent. You can see right through it. It's beautiful. Just like so. Now, if you get an air bubble, all you want to do is get yourself a pin here. You're going to go right on in and pop any little bubbles that might occur while you're using the dimensional magic. There you go. Set it aside, non-drafty place, and just let that dry.
Once it's dry, you'll be ready to turn your pendant into a necklace. And we've used chain. Now chain comes in lots of different finishes. We're using this dark sort of gunmetal finish to go with our black and white photo, our gray and clear rhinestones, and of course our gunmetal paint. What we've done is we've taken one of the links and we've glued it to the back of the pendant, and then we just affixed a piece of paper over that just to give it a clean finished look. We've tied it onto the chain using vintage seam binding, and then to the back we've used vintage seam binding just to create a clasp. So instead of a clasp, you'll just tie this necklace on.
And it's such an inexpensive project to make with a lot of pow.
It's as easy as that to turn a family photo into an heirloom piece of jewelry. If you like this project, log on to our website at plaidonline.com for complete instructions.
And let's not forget about our bonus project,
where we take a pendant tray and we're loading it up with book pages and rhinestones and cutout words and even little silhouette cuttings.
That was a fun one to do.
It's so pretty.
I hope to see you guys next time.
See you next time. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.